Morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, a little after 8:30, and it's the 24th of January, and it's a full week this week, and it looks like it's going to start out pretty ugly. This is your pre-opening comment, and it is video number 1119 for Monday morning. Okay, so excuse me. There's plenty of news around. Um, we have the Fed this week. We have earnings from a bunch of big names. Microsoft on Tuesday, Tesla on Wednesday, Apple on Thursday. We have a slightly flattening yield curve with the 2-year up a basis point and the 10-year down a basis point. Not overwhelming, but that's the direction. We have manufacturing and service PMIs today, but they don't come out until 9:45, so there's no point in waiting for those. Okay, the chart on the screen is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is down, as you can see, like a knife through butter. Um, Down almost 13%. Well, now a little bit of a rally, down 12.25%, while Ethereum was down about 20% this morning. So very ugly there, down 520 in the Ethereum here, down 19%. And it looks, as I mentioned last night, look like both of these, Ethereum and Bitcoin, going to fill that breakaway gap all the way back from last July. Okay, Starboard is said, not confirmed yet, but said to be bidding $64 for coals. The stock is 59.10, up 12.26 or 26%. Halliburton beat, but the stock is actually down. It's 26.75, down 79 cents or 2.8%. And that's, I think, a little bit more to do with the oil market, which was making new highs on the recovery at $87 just 2 days ago, Thursday, so 3 days ago, trading wise, trading 87.10, then coming all the way back down to 83, under 83, and then last night rallying. So when I went to sleep last night, this was actually up on the day. Now we're on the low and down on the day. I still think that we're going to consolidate in this 82.5, 83 area for another move higher. Snap was downgraded at Wedbush. The stock is 30.11, down $2 and a penny. Peloton received a letter from Blackwell, which is an activist firm, about bringing in new management. The stock, which, as everyone knows, has been pounded, is $25.98, down another $1.11. That's after a little bit of a rally from the 23.5 area, but this morning it's down 4.1%. And DWAC, 68, down 5. This is, they ought to rename this Trump Twitter. Because that's pretty much what it is. It's the platform for the former president. And in the last 3.5 days, it's come from a high of 91.5 to be trading at 68. So a 26% pullback in it in 3 days. I don't know whether that is an editorial on whether or not Trump remains popular. According to this, doesn't look like it. We had futures sharply higher overnight. When I went to sleep around midnight, the Dow was up 200, the Nasdaq was up 140, and the S&P was up 20. Right now, the Dow is showing an implied open of down 275. And actually, when I was making these notes just 5 minutes ago, it was only down 170. NASDAQ is also accelerating to the downside. I see Ford on the tape trading below 20, Tesla 888 down 51, the S&P down 53. Last night it was up 20. 15 minutes ago it was down only 40. So these markets are definitely weakening. The NASDAQ is currently down 243. So we have big reactions. Now, frankly, I think that that's a good thing. I was looking for a down open following last week's action, and maybe a little bit of a blow off. Incidentally, the Dow closed 34,265, so down 273, just breaks the December lows. That is the last index making new highs late in the year and then breaking to the downside below the previous month's low, which is technically not a good sign. Doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's pretty reliable. Asia and Europe are both down this morning, and we just added a position late last week in Yang, Yang, which is the Direxion three times China bear. I think we paid around just under $16, 15.76, and it has rallied, currently trading 18.13, up 81 cents with a high of 18.20. I may let that run a little while, but as I mentioned and have mentioned in the past, these triples definitely have some leakage because they reset every night. The only way to handle that downward bias is to either marry a put to the position or write calls. I've chosen the latter and have written against it successfully several times. I will wait and see. I'd probably be writing the 20s or the 21s, but I'll have to see what happens with that. All right, everyone. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough week, but actually, I think that with this big gap down at the open, we may come into some sort of a bounce, as I wrote in last night's letter. Have a good day.